Coming up, and here's what we're working on.
House Bill 215, the Unborn Victims Bill, tonight, how it could change the law involving crimes against a pregnant woman and her unborn child.
Thousands cram this job fair in Charlotte. We rise above the noise to find out how you can get hired.
Making copies isn't what it used to be. New technology means new warnings. I'll tell you about them in your Protecting Your Cyber Turf report.
Friends of Bruce Stewart are leaving messages of condolence on his Facebook page. I'll tell you what I found out today about the shootings that left Stewart and 63-year-old Lester Efer dead in Stewart's yard.
This WBTV high-definition program is sponsored by Time Warner Cable. WBTV News at 5 starts right now.
Thousands of basketball fans flooding uptown Charlotte tonight. The CIAA tournament means an economic slam dunk for the Queen City. It's great to have you with us on this Thursday. I'm Maureen O'Boyle.
I'm Paul Cameron. Welcome, everybody. CIAA pumped close to $38 million into the economy last year. This time it could be even bigger. Dedrick Russell is live and on your side in uptown. Dedrick, this tournament expected to be a major return on the investment here for Charlotte.
Yeah, that's right, Paul. You know, Charlotte has gone out of its way to keep the CIAA in town, and officials say it's all about business.
Brianna Roach doesn't mind leaving her money in Charlotte. Some of the dollars the college students spent last year at CIAA helped pump about $38 million into the city.
We're all part of America, and that's the greater good. We help each other out.
Since the popular basketball tournament has been in Charlotte, the money left behind has tripled. The CIAA commissioner believes that's a good thing and adds there is a return on CIAA's investment.
We got discounted rates at the hotel. We got discounted rate at the arena. We pay something, so it's all not cash. It's about the deals that are made for you. We got a discount in this building here. We're not paying the full value of this building.
Businesses love when the CIAA rolls in. This transportation service business increases by about 20%.
We are very happy to have them here.
But the only downside to this driver, the location of the tournament's main attraction is in walking distance. That cuts into his profits.
They walk into the arena because it's very close to it.
Officials are hoping more money will be left behind this year and more cash will come next year. That's when the CIAA will celebrate its 100th anniversary. The new logo was unveiled today, and it's a logo that will help make the Queen City richer.
If money is pumped into the CIAA, it pumps into my school, so therefore we all flourish.
Hey, yeah, and speaking of flourishing, over the past 12 years, the CIAA has pumped about $222 million into North Carolina. Live in Center City, Dedrick Russell, WBTV, on your side.
Dedrick, thank you. How is security during the CIAA, and do fans feel safe? Well, Dedrick talks about that coming up on WBTV News at 5:30.
Convicted MS-13 members throwing gang signs here on their way into federal court this morning. 6 of them in court for sentencing in a racketeering case. So far, Carlos Forifino Bonilla sentenced to 6.5 years in federal prison. Then he will be deported. Another man, Carlos Figuero Pinera, sent away for 35 years. 4 more convicted gang members will be back in court tomorrow morning.
The manager of a Subway restaurant who shot and killed a robber won't face charges. This was back in January at the Subway on Sugar Creek Road. Police say 2 men came in, tried to rob the place. The manager opened fire. One of those men died. The other survived. After reviewing the evidence, prosecutors decided the manager's use of deadly force was justified in the case.
A CATS bus involved in a wreck this morning. This oil truck slammed into a van, pushing that van into the back of the bus. It happened at North Tryon and Old Concord Road. 2 people in the van were taken to the hospital, but they should be okay. Nobody on that bus was hurt.
People who use public transportation may soon feel the pain from higher gas prices. We've learned that if gas goes above $4 a gallon, CATS may have to cut back on service. Molly Gratham's here now with the impact that could have. Molly?
Well, Paul, the CEO of Charlotte Area Transit is warning that as gas prices rise, CATS is shouldering a higher financial burden, and eventually something's got to give.
They're pretty ridiculous right now.
Gas prices across Charlotte and the Carolinas continue their rocket rise from $3.04 a gallon just 1 month ago to $3.41 a gallon today. AAA reports prices went up 4 cents overnight.
Stop driving and ride the bus.
Or not. We've learned the increase could have a major impact on public transportation's bottom line. City manager Kurt Walton warning increased ridership isn't bringing in enough money. CATS has already reduced expenses. The next step, he says, could be service reductions.
That's my only transportation, you riding the bus.
That's not what customers want to hear.
As of today, right about now, you don't even have standing room on the bus.
More people are riding light rail, too. With this week's CIAA tournament, there are extended hours, and commuters are taking advantage of park and ride.
I do find the train more convenient and more cost-effective than driving and trying to find parking space in the uptown area.
But for those who depend on the bus, there's just no escaping the rising price at the pump.
I remember when the bus used to be 75 cents. Now it's almost $2, $3, so it's getting up there with gas.
Yeah, that's 75 cents a ride, or days gone by. If you think higher gas prices take a bite out of your budget, consider this. For CATS, every 10-cent rise in gas equals a cost increase of $330,000 a year. Paul?
That's quite a jump. Molly, thank you. One thing that could bring in extra money, advertising. CATS leaders tell City Council they'll go ahead with plans to sell ads on the side of buses and light rail.
We've got some breaking news now. Sky 3 live over Goose Creek Airport. This is in Indian Trail. We understand a small plane has hit a vehicle here. No word on any injuries. Sky 3 is scanning the area looking for this incident. We understand this is a private airport, very popular with people learning to fly. We are working to gather more information, and there we can see it. That is apparently where that yellow plane, you see that light plane there, has hit a vehicle. This is just off the runway. It looks like it's hit the wing and just clipped the front of that pickup truck. We're working to get new information on this incident. Again, Sky 3 live over the Goose Creek Airport in Indian Trail. Any new details, we'll pass them on. A Gastonia teenager may have ruined his life for a hit of crack cocaine. Tyler Polk behind bars tonight. He's 19. Gastonia police say he stole 2 rings worth $10,000, then traded them to a drug dealer for $50 worth of crack. Polk faces felony larceny charges tonight.
A woman robbed and carjacked at a bank drop box. Tonight, police are searching for the suspect. The woman making a deposit here at this B of A branch in Cornelius. They say a man with a gun stole the money and then took her car. Investigators are trying to track down the surveillance footage that could show the crime. If you know anything, call Cornelius Police.
We could be headed for an NFL lockout. Just 7 hours left for the players and owners to reach an agreement, and that could have a major impact on uptown Charlotte. An empty Bank of America stadium, no football season, could cost the city millions in lost revenue. Today, Mayor Anthony Fox calling on both sides to reach an agreement.
I can't imagine that there would be anything that would happen for, 10 weeks during the fall and late summer that would make up for that.
The current contract expires at 11:59 tonight. If there's no agreement, the lockout starts at midnight. We've got more on what it means for Charlotte tonight at 7 o'clock live on Primetime.
Plenty of beautiful sunshine outside, but a bit cooler than what we've been used to lately. Kelly Franson in the First Alert Weather Center tonight.
We did have a lot of blue sky out there. We've had some high clouds move in. Those were not thick enough to cause any problems today, but they're also not going to be thick enough to hold in any heat overnight. Paul mentioned the cool down. Here's a look at where temperatures are right now. 55 for Hickory, for Lenore. Mid-40s as we take you to Boone and Bakersville. Charlotte, meanwhile, reporting 57 degrees, so right around 10 degrees cooler than where we were this time yesterday. And the rest of the evening, we are going to be cooling down pretty quickly. In fact, if you're headed out around 7, down into the 40s, mid-40s at 9, low 40s at 11. We'll talk about how chilly will be tomorrow morning, and of course, what to expect Friday afternoon and on into the weekend coming up. Right now, though, here's your Cindy Garabito with traffic.
Thanks, Kelly. Your First Alert traffic brought to you by Paramount Kia of Hickory. As you head out this afternoon, our major traffic impact is in Union County. This is Old Charlotte Highway completely shut down due to a gas line break. In this area, use West Highway 74, which is West Roosevelt Boulevard, or Rogers Road as your alternate route. We'll let you know as soon as Old Charlotte Highway opens up. As far as I-77, we're accident-free on all of our interstates. Back to the news desk.
We've got an unusual situation, some breaking news at Goose Creek Airport here in Indian Trail. This yellow plane, a light plane, Paul, as you described it, has apparently collided with that pickup truck there. We don't know of any injuries. This is an airport where people go. It's a private airport. Many people go there to learn how to fly. Yep. But you can see it has basically slammed right in there, the wing.
Looks like someone has parked too close to the taxiway or apparently tried to use the taxiway, not really sure, but the wing obviously damaged up on top of the hood of that pickup truck, and we're continuing to follow it. When we get any answers for you, we'll bring them to you. There is a warning tonight about your office printer. Our cyber expert says scam artists could use it to steal your identity. How to protect yourself from a high-tech ripoff ahead.
And new at 5:30.
For many veterans, after they served their country, they head back to college. I'll tell you about a student here at Winthrop University that has started an organization to help those vets transition from the battlefield to college life.